Welcome back to Coin Explorer, where history speaks, metal whispers, and every coin has a story more powerful than its price tag. Today, we're venturing into the heart of Southeast Asia, to a kingdom where temples touch the skies, where ancient traditions blend seamlessly with modern life. And hidden in the folds of this rich culture is a small silver-colored coin that many of us might overlook, the Thailand 1 Baht coin. But don't let its humble appearance fool you. This isn't just pocket change, it's a reflection of Thai identity, an emblem of national pride, and for some, a symbol of personal history. At first glance, it might look like any regular coin, a portrait, some Thai script, a temple in the background. But take a closer look, and you'll find yourself pulled into a story that spans centuries, from ancient Siam to the bustling streets of modern-day Bangkok. So before you toss this coin into a donation box or pass it off as just another foreign currency, let's take a deep breath and dive deep into what this little piece of metal truly represents. Because this is the story of the Thailand 1 Baht coin. Let's begin with what we see. The surface. The Thailand 1 Baht coin is made of nickel-clad steel, giving it a light silver hue. It's round, smooth-edged, and weighs approximately 3.4 grams, with a diameter of about 20 millimeters. It's light in the hand and familiar to any Thai citizen, having been used daily for decades. But it's not just about size and shape, it's about the details etched into its face. On the obverse side, the front, we see a noble profile of King Bhumibol Adulyadej, also known as Rama IX, wearing his royal attire and spectacles. His face is solemn, thoughtful, a reflection of the deep connection he had with his people. King Bhumibol ruled Thailand for over 70 years. He wasn't just a monarch. He was a symbol of unity, progress, and compassion. His image on the 1 Baht coin isn't merely decorative. It's a tribute to a leader whose presence shaped modern Thailand. Turn the coin over, and we find ourselves staring at the majestic Wat Phra Kaew, the temple of the Emerald Buddha, located within the Grand Palace in Bangkok. This isn't just any temple. It's Thailand's most sacred site, housing a revered statue of the Buddha carved from a single piece of jade. Above the temple is the inscription Prath Saithi, Prathet Thai, meaning Thailand, and the Thai Buddhist year of minting. The temple on the reverse and the king on the obverse. It's a design that tells a story of faith and leadership, a kingdom grounded in tradition, yet guided by a modern, deeply loved monarch. Historical context. To understand this coin, we need to step back into history, to the reign of King Bhumibol Adulyadej, who ascended the throne in 1946 and remained king until his death in 2016. Born in Massachusetts, USA, educated in Switzerland, and thrust into royalty under tragic circumstances, King Bhumibol was no ordinary king. He was an artist, a jazz musician, a philosopher, and an engineer, a man whose intellect and compassion earned him reverence across the country. Under his reign, Thailand experienced tremendous social and economic development, yet he always remained grounded, often seen traveling to rural villages, speaking to farmers, listening to the common man. His portrait on this coin is more than a formality. It's a mirror into the soul of a king beloved by his people. When you hold a 1 Baht coin from his era, you're holding a memory, a silent tribute to a monarch who watched over his nation with wisdom and grace. And just as King Bhumibol stood beside his people, so too did the 1 Baht coin. It's the coin of the everyday Thai, used to buy street food, to donate at temples, to pay for school snacks or small taxi rides. In a way, it's the coin of the people. Let's flip the coin back and look again at the image of the Wat Phra Kaew. This isn't just architectural beauty, it's spiritual power. Located within the Grand Palace complex in Bangkok, Wat Phra Kaew is the spiritual heart of the Thai nation. The Emerald Buddha, though small in size, is believed to protect the kingdom from harm. It is clothed in seasonal robes, changed 3 times a year by the king or a representative, in ceremonies that connect monarchy and religion. Including this temple on the coin is no accident. It signals Thailand's spiritual foundation rooted in Theravada Buddhism and the deep respect for sacred traditions that have shaped the country's identity. A single glance at the reverse of this coin takes you into the soul of Thailand, its faith, its history, and its unwavering sense of pride. Changes over the decades, not just in design, but in material and significance. Earlier versions of the coin were made from copper nickel, while newer ones use nickel-clad steel, as seen in the coin you provided. This switch in metal wasn't just for aesthetics. It was an economic decision to reduce minting costs while maintaining durability. Some rare versions of the 1 baht coin, particularly those struck in certain years or with minting errors, are of great interest to collectors. These include coins with rotated dies, double strikes, or off-center minting. However, it's important to be clear. While such coins can fetch higher than face value, they usually sell within reasonable collector ranges, not in the thousands or millions. In other words, while the 1 baht coin might not make you a millionaire, it could still carry value, both financially, in the modest collector market, and emotionally, realistic value and rarity. Now let's address the big question. How much is the Thailand 1 baht coin actually worth? If you're hoping for a miracle number, tens of thousands or more, that's not the reality here. The standard 1 baht coin is still in circulation in Thailand and is worth, quite literally, 1 Thai baht, which is a small amount in global currency. However, some rare variants, especially those from limited mintage years or with minting errors, might sell for slightly higher amounts on collector platforms, usually ranging from a few dollars up to tens of dollars, depending on rarity, condition, and demand. Coins in uncirculated condition or certified as MS by professional grading services like NGC or PCGS may fetch more, especially if they come from a year of lower mintage. But again, and we cannot stress this enough, no official or reputable source has ever valued a regular 1 baht coin at thousands, let alone millions of dollars. Our goal is not to create false hope, but to celebrate the real story behind the coin. Because in the end, its true value lies in its cultural and historical weight. How to identify your coin's date and language. Thai coins use the Buddhist calendar, which is 543 years ahead of the Gregorian calendar. So, for example, if your 1 baht coin says the year 2548, that's 2548 BE, which equals 2005 AD in the Western calendar. Also, depending on the year, the inscription for Thailand might appear in different scripts or font styles. While these differences are subtle, they matter to collectors, especially those looking for design variations. Some of the rarest finds involve double strikes or coins where part of the design is missing due to a misaligned die. These are known as mint errors and are sought after in the numismatic community, not because they're worth life-changing sums, but because they're unique, quirky, and tell a different kind of story. Why coins like this matter? So why do we care about a simple 1 baht coin? Because it's not just metal, it's memory. For a Thai grandmother, it's the coin she used to buy sweets for her grandchildren after school. For a Buddhist monk, it's the coin placed in alms by a kind stranger before sunrise. For a traveler, it's the coin they brought home from a magical trip to Bangkok, now tucked away in a drawer, holding memories of spicy food, crowded markets, and golden temples. Coins connect us to moments. They're tokens of time, passed from hand to hand, place to place, life to life. That, in itself, is priceless. Protecting your coins. If you have a Thailand 1 baht coin, whether as a collector, traveler, or native, it's worth preserving. Here are a few tips. Store coins in a dry, airtight container to avoid rust or corrosion. Avoid cleaning your coins with chemical agents. It may reduce their collector value. Use coin holders or flips to keep them safe. If you suspect your coin might be rare, consult a numismatist or submit it to a professional grading service. Remember, even if the monetary value is modest, the personal and historical value is immense. The Thailand 1 Baht coin is small, but mighty. It tells a tale of a king who stood with his people, of temples that watch over the nation, of a country that dances gracefully between the ancient and the modern. It might not buy you luxury or fame, but it gives you something richer, a story, a symbol, a connection. So the next time you come across this coin, hold it a little longer. Look at the king's face, gaze at the temple, feel the weight of a nation in your palm. Because this, dear viewers, is not just a coin, it's Thailand, in miniature form. Thanks for joining us on Coin Explorer, your gateway to the stories behind the smallest treasures. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the Thailand 1 Baht coin, make sure to like this video, subscribe to our channel, and share this with your friends, family, or fellow collectors. And remember, it's not always about value in dollars. Sometimes the real value lies in the history we hold in our hands.